Hello and welcome to a very special episode of the Magic Kings podcast with the great big beautiful dads. Mike, we're back.
You're back, Steve. You are back. Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah.
You see what my hat says here?
Oh, I love it. Get the merch. I love it. Incredible.
See my shirt?
Oh,
Mr. Toad's Wild
Mr.
Ride.
Toad. Love it. That's great. Incredible.
I am back from Disneyland. Oh my God. What a time.
Oh, I'm excited to hear,
I'm excited to get into this. I've got a lot to get off my chest. This might be a record for trip recap and hot takes. We might take this into like Thanksgiving, but
let's do it. Yeah. Keep the Disney blues at bay. Right?
That's right. That's it. I've been just like itching to talk about it because I'm like, this is what's keeping me afloat. But I had an amazing time. But is there anything we should talk about? I have one thing to talk about before we get started. Do you have anything, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, Steve, you know this. We didn't really talk about this with the listeners here on the podcast, but while you were in Disneyland, I was in a different roller coaster ride. The Magic Mike House has welcomed our fifth Mouseketeer.
Oh my gosh!
To the family. So yeah.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. And it was it was happening while I was at Disneyland. Like my first day, I believe, at Disneyland. Mm-hmm. I'm getting the updates that were and incredible. Congratulations to you, the whole family.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. 5 Mouseketeers.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Yeah. You got a whole Mickey Mouse Club over there now.
Yeah, we got the club. Yep.
How's the little guy doing?
He's doing great. Yeah, he's doing good. Yep. Yeah. So everyone's doing good. Family's doing great. Just one more spot in the Lightning Lane roster here next time around.
Hey, one more free.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it makes it even cheaper to go in some ways.
Yeah.
So.
We got a couple free years, so we might as well get something on the books.
Exactly. Get the most out of it while you can. I mean, come on. No, that's incredible. Well, congratulations. This is this whole recap will pale in comparison to your experience. But I want the listeners to know Mike was offered paternity leave, which he declined. He declined it. I did offer him at his full salary.
Yeah, you're even offering to match the typical plug rate here when I drop Steve at Just That Magic Travel. But it was very generous of you.
I'm all about the family, I mean, what can I say? But you're back in the saddle, with a newborn. So
we're back. I had to be here, Steve. I had to be here to help you through, because I went through this recently. I had to help you through the Disney blues here. I know what you're feeling. I know how exciting it is to go through a recap, and it's mixed emotions. So,
yes.
And Steve, I did prepare a little something here. I was, using my paternity time here to be hard at work in the music studio, and I've got a little something prepared for you to help you get over those Disney blues. So, without further ado, the follow-up to our smash hit Anaheim Dreamin'.
It's going to be every episode now.
Steve from the Magic Kings pod world, man, through and through. Lightning Lane legend with a great big beautiful view. Boston bags by the door, Anaheim dust on his shoes. Bean friend and a first time grin that he'll never lose. Castle looks small, still felt huge to me. One little glimpse of Walt's Land changed the whole damn scene. Don't stop, Anaheim dreaming. Don't stop, Anaheim dreaming. I'm headed home, but I'm not leaving.
This is insane.
Don't stop, Anaheim dreaming. Blue bayou glow on the water, Goofy's kitchen full plate. Pirates Matterhorn in Indy, every turn felt straight up fate. Mission Breakout hit hard, the drop had its own name. Pixar Pally round spun by Steve said, now I'll pass that game. A little queasy, little brave, still laugh the whole ride through. That's the kind of memory you wear like something new. Don't stop, Anaheim dreaming. Don't stop, Anaheim dreaming.
I won't.
I'm headed home, I'm not leaving. Don't stop, Anaheim dreaming. Now he's calling, just that magic. You bounce back quick. World man with a waltz-sized ache and a suitcase full of tricks. Maybe Disney World next. Maybe Skyliner Sky. Ice cold Beverly, a club, and another reason why. Don't stop, Anaheim dreaming.
I'm crying.
Don't stop, Anaheim dreaming. Once land left a mark on me, so I'm already scheming. Don't stop, Anaheim dreaming. Don't stop, Anaheim dreaming. Work it there before too long. Don't stop, Anaheim dreaming.
Oh my God.
Just help you get through it, Steve. That one's for you.
Unbelievable. I got a good cry out with that one. When those drums came in, I thought I was going to lose it. But that was unbelievable. That I can't. Wow. I what can I say? What can I say? So is this going to be every episode now?
I think we're just gonna make it a thing now.
Maybe we should go on tour. You know? No, incredible. This has been. I gotta figure out how to top this. I gotta really get in the studio. No, I won't stop Anaheim dreaming. I never will. You know, because I went to Waltz Land. I was Anaheim dreaming, and I won't stop. It was incredible. It was an incredible time. I don't want to leave anyone in suspense. I loved it. I love Disneyland.
Awesome.
So, and you love Disneyland too, right? You haven't been in this little while here, but
it's great. Yeah, and I knew you would enjoy it. I knew you'd have a fun time.
Yeah. Well, that just got me through the Disney blues right there. I think I'm gonna have to play that every night before I go to sleep, and have and I won't stop Anaheim dreaming all night. So I appreciate that. That's incredible. So, there's no way to transition from that. I mean, that we got to end the episodes with these. But before we get to the recap, I wanted to shout out one person we haven't recorded since I heard from them. I want to shout out Christy on TikTok. So Christy commented on one of my posts about our Skyliner episode. She said, fellow Massachusetts resident, shout out to you. And she says, my husband just sent me one of your posts last night, and I started your podcast today.
Oh,
and at the time, she said, we're leaving tomorrow for Disney World, and I'll be listening to you guys. Shout out to you, Christy. Thank you for listening. And obviously, I said, I can't believe anyone listens to this. She said she just finished episode 3. She's starting from the beginning. I said, bless you. But
from the top. I love it.
But she said, you guys are great. So I just wanted to tell you that.
Tell her it gets much better.
Yeah. I told her I wish I could tell you it got better. No. So thanks, Christy. Anyone out there, we love to hear from everybody who listens. Whether you leave a comment on Spotify, leave a 5-star review and a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Comment. I'm at Steve at Just Add Magic, or Steve_Just Add Magic on TikTok, and Steve_Just Add Magic Travel on Instagram. And of course, we have Fish and Chips Fan on Instagram with Mike. So, follow us, comment, whatever. But it's so fun to hear from people. And one more quick thing, because this will stretch on to infinity if we don't get going. But I mentioned a while ago, I think on our 1-year episode, that Vietnam was our third. Like the most listeners we have was United States, but Vietnam was third. And last I checked, I'm going to quickly check here again. I was looking at the stats.
Okay.
Vietnam has rocketed to number 2.
Oh, wow.
Vietnam. And anyone who's listening in Vietnam, I implore you, get in touch with us.
Yeah.
We want to hear from you.
I love this.
So they're actually, right now, they're slightly ahead of United Kingdom for number 2 on the list.
Wow.
3.6%, according to this stats I'm looking at, of our listens are from Vietnam.
Incredible.
And it's all over the country. So anyone from anywhere, U.S., any country around the world. But I'm challenging our listeners in Vietnam. Steve at Just Add Magic Travel, email me, comment on a post, Spotify comment, Apple Podcasts, rating and review, whatever. But we want to hear from you. Isn't that incredible?
It is, yeah.
Would you ever guess that in a million years?
No. They must be really into the big, beautiful dads over there in Vietnam. I love it.
Apparently. So shout out to you. And, in Vietnam, they're much closer to Disneyland than they are to Disney World. So maybe our listenership's going to go even higher, now. I don't know.
Yeah, now they have something to, plan for on the west coast of America.
Exactly. All right. So that's all I got. I'm ready to dive in.
Let's
go.
Are you ready? I can't
Okay.
wait, Steve. That was the only thing I came prepared with, and I'm just going to react because I just can't wait to hear all about the trip.
That's it. I love it. So this episode might be like 2 or 3 parts. I'm going to be honest with you.
Incredible.
I think I'm going to start just maybe this first episode or 2 will be just a recap. What we did, go through it all, give some comments.
Nice.
And I think I'm going to save a lot of my bigger takeaways. I'll sprinkle them in as I go. But a lot of my bigger takeaways, some hot takes, some comparisons of rides between Disneyland and Disney World, I'm going to save that for after, okay? So I may not get into that as I go because I just have a lot of things to get off my chest about Disneyland.
Love it.
But here we go. We flew out on this country's 250th birthday on July 4th, and we landed in LAX, went down to the Courtyard Marriott Anaheim theme park entrance. That is the name of the hotel. About a 10-minute walk from the entrance of Disneyland. Very nice hotel. That hotel actually, we thought it was going to be nice. It actually exceeded my expectations. Had a really cool water park area for Fran and a nice little pool and hot tub. View of the parks, like from the pool, you could see Space Mountain and the Matterhorn. You actually see the Matterhorn from our room. Fireworks, you could see fireworks from the hotel. Service was great. Like I said, 10-minute walk from the parks. It was a great option. So that's that Courtyard. They're a Disney Good Neighbor hotel. So, I can help with that if anyone's looking out there. It's one of the ones I would highly recommend out there. We had a 3-hour time difference. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we talked a lot about this. Are we going to rope drop?
Yep.
Okay. As you know, we were meeting my cousin Melanie, her husband George, and their 2 daughters, Salem and Scarlett, and spending time with them on this trip as well. And so they're rope drop people. They're up anyway. Oh, yeah. So they were going to be there.
Yep.
So they're staying in a different hotel. But so we get up a little early, certainly early enough to rope drop, and we're kind of ready to go. And I think Sabine felt a lot of pressure and was feeling a little bit like, I don't want to hold anyone back. So as soon as we were ready, she was almost ready, but she was like, you two just go. So
Okay.
I was like, okay, all right. So we do our walk down the street, across the street, and we get into Disneyland. We see Melanie and George. They're not even letting people into the park yet. We have officially arrived in time for rope drop.
Incredible.
I think this is a first for me in a long time. We actually arrived for rope drop. Like, I have a picture of the rope. We weren't that far back from the rope. So,
Nice.
and Sabine entered just after us. So she was there in time for rope drop too, just a few minutes later. So we were raring to go. One thing I'll say about Disneyland, and I'm not shortening any of this, Mike. I'm so sorry. Like,
No,
we can do
I love it. I
multiple
want to hear
recording sessions.
I want the full thing.
I'm getting
Let's go.
deep here. So
let's do it.
at Disney World, you know this as well as anybody, there's the friends and family list. You know what I'm talking about? Where if you're traveling with people, you can add them to this friends and family list.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be your immediate family. So when you're traveling with a big group, it's really handy to have that, and you can coordinate plans, and you can make it so certain people can like edit everyone's plans, whatever.
Yep.
Disneyland does not have that.
Ooh.
And actually, the best you can do is basically linking all of your tickets in the app so that you can see when we got there for rope drop, George and I like kind of exchanged the tickets and we were on each other's app. To kind of make a long story short, this really messed up our lightning lanes when we wanted to separate.
Yeah.
And there's actually ways to do it. Like, you can add people to a lightning lane party and this and that, but it didn't work. Like, it was buggy. Like, even though there's a way to do it, it didn't work. That was really frustrating. And by a couple of days later, since we were kind of doing our own thing for a lot of it, we decided to unlink.
Yeah.
Which was really too bad because there were times we wanted to do things together and it just didn't work out. So that was a complaint I had.
Yeah.
But whatever. So it kind of put a damper on my Lightning Lane legend status for my first day, although we still did really well. But we rope drop Disneyland Park, okay? And our plan, which I think we had discussed on our planning episode, was to do the Fantasyland rides, most of which do not have lightning lanes, okay? Knock them out and rope drop. So we decided Peter Pan's Flight is the longest wait. We decided to just skip that one. It's apparently exactly the same as Disney World. So we're like, we're not worrying about that right now.
Yeah.
So we went to the Alice in Wonderland ride. These rides are all like Peter Pan's Flight, the Winnie the Pooh ride at Disney World. You know, they take you through the story of the movie on a little track. So we did the Alice in Wonderland ride. I love those kind of rides. They're great. You know, give me 1,000 of those. It was fun. Great way to start. Very old nostalgic ride. Great. But I can kind of tell you after this, I can't be doing 8 of these in a row, or else Fran's gonna be like, "What is this place?" So from there, I was like, you know what? There's no line for the Matterhorn.
Nice.
Let's just go to the Matterhorn, even though it has a lightning lane. We could do it later. We're gonna do it. Did the Matterhorn. Loved it. It was great. The Yeti comes out at you. It's kind of like it has that little thrill to it, but it also was kind of like a little hard for me to fit into it. I had that on a few rides. It wasn't the most comfortable, but we liked it. It was a good ride. So that got our heart pumping a little bit. And then we hit right after that one of the rides I was most excited for, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Have you ever seen that movie, Mr. Toad?
I don't think I've seen the movie. I've been on the ride, but I don't think I've ever seen the movie. Yeah,
I just watched it recently. It's pretty good. It's old, you know, but it's funny. It's a good movie. Fran actually really liked it. So we rode Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. That was a ton of fun.
Yep.
I think I got Mick Badger for my car. Anyone who's a fan of the movie, shout out to Mick Badger. There's a character's name on every car, so that was cool. We went down below, you know. Not to spoil it for anybody, but that was really funny. That's a great ride. We hit Teacups. We hit Dumbo. We hit the Storybook Land Canal Boat.
Yep.
That ride, I would say, unfortunately, was like the most disappointing ride. I was actually really looking forward to it and thought it would be cool. And the cast member who was doing the little tour, you're in a boat and you're going through it's like Cinderella's castle and like the village from Frozen and Agrabah and the little mini scenes of these things. Like you could barely hear the person, and she was kind of like, "And here's Agrabah." It just had like no feeling behind it. I was like, and the thing kept there was feedback in the mic, And I was kind of like, this is it? Like, really? So that was like, that one I think was maybe the only ride I'd say that like was disappointing at all at Disneyland.
Yep.
But we did that, and we hit the Pinocchio ride. Okay, similar again, takes you through the story. That was good. So we hit all these. It's not even 10 o'clock. I mean, it's not even probably 9 o'clock. The park opened at 8, and so we sit down and go to the Red Rose Tavern, a little quick service spot in Fantasyland, themed to Beauty and the Beast. And I got basically like a breakfast Crunchwrap Supreme. Shout out to Taco Bell. There was like eggs and sausage and hash brown. It was so good.
That sounds
great. My God.
Yeah.
And I got some kind of cold brew, a special cold brew. I probably wrote it down. That's all right. I got a coffee. It was awesome. And so we all took the break there. We're having our breakfast. We're sitting there. And I just pull out the map. And I'm like, no, it's now the park's been open for an hour, or maybe a little more, whatever. I'm like, none of these rides have a wait. Like Mickey and Minnie's 5 minutes. Like everything is 5 minutes.
Incredible.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So we decided, like, let's go up to Mickey and Minnie's. Like, it's gonna get crowded eventually. Like, let's go up there. So I'll get it back to like why there were no lines, so we go up to Mickey and Minnie's. Again, no lightning. We had a lightning lane for later for, I want to say, Indiana Jones. That was like the first lightning lane we got. We were planning to stack for later in the day. So we go up to Mickey and Minnie's. Exactly the same, except the queue is way better on Mickey and Minnie's. It was really cool. So I love that. I love that ride. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
We hit Chip 'n Dale's Gadget Coaster, which is their version of the Barnstormer.
Yeah.
So that shout out to Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. Gadget was the character, so that was actually kind of cool. And then we're in Toontown. We're going around, and Scarlett and Salem, shout out to them. Salem is 7 and Scarlett's 5. Scarlett especially was like obsessed with Darth Vader. Yeah. And was like, we need to meet Darth Vader. We need to meet Darth Vader. Fran doesn't care about Darth Vader, even though she's seen some of the movies. But so they actually, I think, went to go meet Darth Vader, and we went into the houses of the characters.
Yeah.
So we're into. Oh, I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah,
going through Mickey's house and like Minnie's house has all the stuff in the kitchen where you can play with it. And we get to meet, all those characters. We go into Goofy's house. Goofy's house was hilarious, like all these things to play with, and it was all messed up. And so we meet Goofy, we meet Donald. It was awesome. And like, we're banging out these rides. Like, it's like, what's going on here? Like, in these experiences, like, there's no lines at Disneyland. Like, is this always like this? Is it like 4th of July? Like, crowds go down? Like, because this is the 5th of July.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, and it's like, what's going on? So but we were thrilled, obviously.
Right.
We're just busting through these things. So a big priority for Fran was to see the Bluey show. So that is located kind of right outside Toontown. And so we hit It's a Small World and then got a spot for the Bluey show. And it was around this time when we learned the reason we think there was nobody in the park. That's something we knew, but we didn't understand that it would have such an effect. This was the day of the England-Mexico game of the World Cup.
Yeah.
We actually asked a few people, like cast members, and they're like, it can be dead sometimes. It's never like this.
Wow.
In the summer on a holiday weekend kind of time, like
incredible. Yeah.
And that was why. I mean, and it wasn't this. I will say the lines were shorter at Disneyland than they ever are at Disney World generally.
Yeah.
But this was next level. I mean, there was no lines all day.
Wow.
And I really think that was it.
You lucked out.
And it just goes to show, like, it's locals who go to this park. And if you are watching the England-Mexico game and that's your activity for the day, you're not going to Disneyland, right?
Yeah, you're home watching the game, or you're at a party watching the game. Yeah, that's
exactly.
Wow, you nailed it with the timing here. Just lucked out. That's awesome.
This is, I mean, it was incredible. I mean, so it just made the day that much better, obviously. So we go to the Bluey show. The Bluey show, do your kids like Bluey?
They haven't really gotten into it. Okay. I'm sure like my younger kids will probably get into it at some point, but they haven't really, my older guys are beyond that age at this point. So yeah, they never really got into it.
They might have missed Bluey.
Yeah.
Fran's into Bluey. It's like the best kids show.
Yeah.
Bluey is great.
Yeah.
I like Bluey. Like
I've watched a couple with them, and I think we just hit the older kids too late, and then like we never really introduced it to my younger kids. I mean, I think we probably should, because I've heard it's such a good show, and the ones that we watched it were good. But yeah, it's and like everybody loves it. Now they're bringing the characters in, obviously, down at Animal Kingdom, and so maybe we'll have to get them into it before our next trip down there.
Yeah, I think your little ones, especially your middle one now, will he's the right age, and he'll even like it for a few years. It's even so. Yep. It's great. I like Bluey a lot, and I loved the Bluey show. I don't know how much I should say about it. If people are going to go see it, it's definitely worth seeing. If your kids like Bluey, they get the kids involved. They can sit down front and be part of the show, and a lot of it's very funny shows, very cool. So we really, that was a highlight for us. We love the Bluey show. So and then we got the Bluey snacks. For anyone out there who knows Bluey, we got the Pop for G's. That's like a big thing on one episode. And then we got the magic asparagus. So there's one episode where they use a magic asparagus to turn each other into different animals. And, and the magic asparagus was just a pretzel rod with like white chocolate but painted green on the outside to look like an asparagus. Nice. Yeah. It looked exactly like a cartoon asparagus. I'll just show you a picture. Nice. It was so funny. It was great. So we got those snacks, so that was cool. So that was the Bluey show. So now it's probably around midday, and I think our first light was Tiana's. So we headed over towards the left side of the park. Yep. All right. So we hit Tiana's. My favorite ride is Disney World. Mm-hmm. All right. Super excited. I don't know how much I should spoil here. So Tiana's, get the lightning lane. We go in, and it's as we all know, it's a 1x1 instead of a side-by-side deal. Yep. I'm in the front row. For some reason, Fran didn't want to be in the front row. Okay. Yep. So I'm going in and loving it, great ride. It felt a little faster than Disney World for some reason. I don't actually know if it even is or if my memory's just off, but it felt like it kind of got through it faster, which was fine. But we come to the part where Mama Odie makes you tiny. You go see the bugs and stuff. Yep. And there's a little drop. Yep. When you go down that drop, a wave of water came over me, and I got 100% soaked on that drop.
The boat was a little front heavy coming down the drop.
That's what I figured. I was like, since I'm in front, like it just like went all the way in. And like I've been on Splash Mountain and Tiana's a million times at Disney World, and I've never gotten soaked like that. Like that's not, and it was not on the last drop. Like I can show you the picture, like the ride photo, and my hair is drenched. Like it was this shirt. My shirt is dark, like it's drenched. So, and like my phone wouldn't charge. Like I was like, did my phone just get like I was like didn't even take precautions. I'm like, oh, it's Tiana's, whatever. So that was like shocking. But we went through it. It was great. So we go into the gift shop. Fran also got soaked. She was behind me. She got 100% completely soaked to the point where we got her another. She wanted a shirt anyway, and I got one too. I didn't even put it on, but I got a shirt there, a Tiana's shirt. So nice. Yeah. So I do love that ride. So. They got to work on the weight distribution on those single. And that's right. Yeah. But I have more to say on this later. I don't want to spoil, but I have more to say on Tiana's. Okay. So that was Tiana's. Loved it. And then right next to Tiana's is Winnie the Pooh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. And that ride is a little bit. It's almost the same as Disney World. Yeah. But there was no line. And that just wasn't because that day there was no lines. Anytime we went there over to that area throughout the trip, there was no line. That was one of the ride. There's a few that are a little different, like crowd wise at Disneyland. That was one where it's actually usually now a really big line at Disney World. Yeah, great. Not so much at Disneyland, so that's good. So then we come up to the Indiana Jones ride. Oh my God!
What'd you think?
Oh. I loved it.
Yeah.
That was absolutely one of my top rides at Disneyland. It's so perfectly. It's an old ride too. It's like 30 years old now. Yeah. It's so well done. It's so much fun. I'll get to this later, as I said, but like it puts dinosaur to shame.
Yeah.
The Indiana Jones ride is like, and I'm a dinosaur defender.
Yeah.
I thought dinosaur was great. Like same ride vehicle. Indiana Jones was another level. It was definitely a favorite of all of us.
Yeah.
Even down to the pre-show, which I know also Steve loves the pre-show. So did I of Dinosaur. The Indiana Jones little video pre-show was even better. I don't know. It was the whole experience. The immersiveness of that experience was like amazing. I loved Indiana Jones ride. So I'm really excited for what they're going to put in at Disney World. I hope it's that level.
I hope it's that level, but they make it 30 years newer and not just like go shot for shot with Disneyland, even though that would be great. Obviously it was an awesome ride, right? Disneyland version is awesome, but I think this gives them an opportunity to build in some extra technology and make it even better.
100%. And I think they've said that it won't be an exact copy. I could be wrong about that, but I think, or at least there's been rumors or whatever, that it won't be exactly the same, which makes sense. I mean, I think it's a bit of an old ride to copy, like as you said. So that was good. So that was Indiana Jones. We're in Adventureland. You know, we head over to the Jungle Cruise, and this is another one. There's no lightning lane for Jungle Cruise. There was no lines this day. There was no line for Jungle Cruise. And this is another one. Throughout the trip, there was never a line for Jungle Cruise. Barely ever, more than 10 minutes. Yeah. And that's another one that slammed at Disney World all day, obviously. Jungle Cruise was great. You know, I've complained about it on this podcast a couple of times, but I do love that ride. Our skipper that first time was really great. So we did that. We hit the Tiki Room, which the Tiki Room was the same. And it was amazing. We were right under Pierre. Yeah. We were like front row, just looking up at Pierre. I was like, hope he doesn't poop on me. Yeah. So that was good. And then we hit up the Swiss Family Treehouse, which is called something slightly different there, but it is still themed on Swiss Family. But that was cool. And we're coming up on our dinner reservation at none other than Blue Bayou, a legendary restaurant. Yeah. So we decided we didn't have quite enough time to ride Pirates before that, so because it's right there. But we kind of hung around New Orleans Square. I loved New Orleans Square. Yeah, I thought that's cool. In terms of if you're comparing it to Liberty Square, like no comparison. It's way it's way better. So I loved it. The vibe there, the shops there. The food options there, you know, it was incredible. It was really kind of like an anchor of the whole park, I thought, was New Orleans Square. So that was really cool. We spent a lot of time there over the course of the trip. And then we hit Blue Bayou. And this was a case where we had 2 reservations, one for 4, one for 3. So Melanie and George and their family. It was at the same time. Yep. We asked if we could be seated together. And they said it would be like 40 minutes. Oh. And again, this was not a day when the park was crowded. Yeah. And it's a small restaurant. It was fairly busy, but they weren't really like, I think it was kind of like your Skipper Canteen thing. It was like, if they had just like, you know, tried a little bit, they could have made it work. Yeah. But it was like, it'll be another 40 minutes off of your reservation. Like, I'm like, eh. So we decided like, we'll be close enough. That's fine. We've been, you know, hanging out. So we decided to just kind of eat separately and not wait. We didn't really want to wait that long. So that was okay. Had a great meal at Blue Bayou. I got the salmon thing, whatever. Fran got like a shrimp meal that was, I hate to say it, but it was terrible. It was because she was like, I don't like this. I was like, this thing costs probably $30. Yeah. And then I ate a shrimp. I was like, well, I like shrimp. No. I was like, oh. So yeah, for the kids' options, I don't know. It definitely wasn't worth it for her. So overall, it was a very nice restaurant. It was a very cool atmosphere. Obviously, the Pirates boats are going right by you, and we could see them going, and it was cool in that way. I'm glad I did it once, and I think that'll be that. Once was enough. I loved my meal. My meal was great, I will say, but it was definitely overpriced, and I think it's good for the experience, and that's about it. So you can get a good meal at a lot of places at Disneyland. So that was my Blue Bayou, 3 out of 5 stars, maybe 2.5. So okay. But worth doing once for sure. Yeah. So we hit Blue Bayou, and it's like, all right, it's time. to yo-ho it up.
Yeah.
We go over there. Again, no lightning lane for Pirates, but there wasn't a long line for anything this day, so probably 10 minutes or something. So we hit Pirates, and Pirates is a lot of people know this, but it's so much longer. So the beginning part is like twice it's like half the ride,
right?
Where you're going through different scenes of like the pirates who are dead and whatever, like the skeletons,
Yeah.
And then we saw one of the reasons they had the refurbishment.
Yeah.
Was they put in this? Have you seen this as animatronic?
The new, I was gonna ask, was it up and running when you went through the new
It
animatronic?
was.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was up and running.
The videos look really cool.
It actually was pretty cool. It was, it's the guy kind of comes to life, and then he picks up a coin, and then he's a skeleton again, and then and he lets go of the coin, and he comes back to life. So it was, again, part of that whole theme of the cursed, treasure and greed and whatever. So so it definitely added to the ride. I thought it was really cool. And again, a couple of two drops on that instead of one.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, you come up in the boat, whereas at Disney World, you get off the ride and then go up like an escalator, like a moving sidewalk up.
Yeah.
So that was cool. So, and there's also at least one more scene in the like whole pirate thing at the end.
Right.
There's another scene. So it was awesome. I mean, I loved it.
Yeah.
But I have to say, my biggest complaint about Pirates, the foot was pretty clean.
Oh, they didn't let that California foot stay dirty.
I couldn't believe it. If you really looked close, maybe that's a little dirt on the heel. I don't know, but we looked up and we were like, "What's the deal with this clean foot?"
How
I was
disappointed
flabbergasted.
was Fran? Yeah, how disappointed was Fran about?
She was
the clean
devastated.
foot?
No,
Oh,
she,
man.
she was like, "It's clean. It's clean." It was funny. It was really funny to look at. I'm like, "Here comes the dirty foot," and it was like, "Oh, it's clean.
It's not that bad."
So, he's got to get out there and walk around a little bit. I mean, what's this pirate doing? Washing up? I mean, there's no time for that.
Easy living out there in California.
Apparently. Yeah. Very into hygiene and stuff,
Yeah.
Come on.
It's all that new age stuff out in Cali.
We need a little more grit out here,
Yeah.
So that was Pirates. But I loved it. It was awesome. It was not the last time we rode Pirates on the trip.
Nice.
So it was awesome. So then we met back up with George, Melanie, and family, and we went over to Space Mountain. This was the Lightning Lane. And again, this was a side-by-side.
Yep.
I would say a very different experience from Disney World, from the queue to the lead up and the ride itself. The ride itself was pretty similar, but I loved it. Space Mountain was awesome. It was biggest smile on my face. It was great. And we hit the legendary, you'll love this, Mike, Star Tours.
Yes.
Star Tours.
Incredible.
It was awesome.
Star Tours is great.
It's
like
so
right near
good.
the hub there too. It's like right on the hub. Yeah.
It's basically on. It's funny.
Yeah.
Two of your favorites,
I know.
Star Tours and the Tiki Room, are
Right.
like on Main Street.
Right there. Yeah.
It's so
That's awesome.
funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny how compact everything is.
Yeah.
And so he did Star Tours, loved it. I am having trouble remembering. I think I only went on it once when I went to Disney World last summer. But this time it was like every time after you did the first, like you jumped and you did the first scene, and then a transmission comes in from somebody.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think I remember that last summer, or maybe I just forgot.
They do. It switches every time. There's like 15 different people that it can be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who'd you get?
Oh, I don't want to spoil anything, but this was not the only time we went on Star Tours.
I love it.
So
That's okay.
I think
That's
the first time we got Lando. I think that was the first one. Lando
Old
was
Lando?
great. Yes,
Yeah,
old
yeah,
Lando.
yeah.
Is he
Yeah.
alive?
And he-
Billy D.
yeah.
Williams?
And he still has the same swagger. It's awesome. I
Oh,
love
man.
it.
What a guy.
He's the best. Yeah.
He's the
he's
best.
incredible.
What an
So
actor.
good. Yeah,
What a
yeah.
legacy.
Yep.
Billy D. Williams. Yeah, he was awesome. He was awesome. So we did Star Tours. We jumped on Buzz Lightyear.
Nice.
And I don't know if this was the case last time you went, but Buzz Lightyear, you pick up the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I don't know if I did the Disneyland one though. I knew that was the case, but I don't think I've ever ridden the Disneyland version.
Yeah. And so I don't know if Disney World made even more updates to Buzz Lightyear than is at Disneyland, but you can tell when you hit a target pretty much, and you can pick it up. So it was night and day. I mean, I loved it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters is what it's called over there.
Right.
It was great. Picked up a churro. It was my first churro of the trip. Churro was next level.
Yeah.
I love that churro.
The churros hit different.
Oh yeah. It was. I got a lot to say about churros. The churro was amazing.
Yeah.
So we hit it hard this day. Obviously, we're going around. We're hitting everything, and we really wanted to see Paint the Night parade. It was at, I think 8:45 that night.
Yep.
And hearing so many great things about it. So after Buzz Lightyear, we're right on the hub there. We got there kind of like right as it was starting, and then as we're waiting for a couple of minutes, we can tell Fran is done.
She's losing it.
She's trying. She's being a trooper as always. She's such a trooper on all of our Disney trips. Shout out to Fran. But I was like, she's miserable right now. So I was like, Fran, do you want to just go? She's like, yeah, let's go. So we didn't see Paint the Night that night, which was fine. So we end up going out of the park, which we got so much out of that day. The fact that there was no lines, we got to spend so much time going around in Toontown.
Yeah.
We got to do basically all the rides that we want. We didn't hit Galaxy's Edge. They don't care about Galaxy's Edge.
Right.
But we did basically most of the things that we wanted to do all in one day at Disneyland Park. I mean, it was incredible.
That's awesome.
So we head back to the hotel. It's probably 9 something when we get back, and I was like, listen to me, and this park's open for another couple hours, so I'm gonna see you at midnight. And she was like, go live your life.
Yeah.
So
amazing.
I was like, I'll see you later. So
That's awesome.
say goodnight to Fran. She's like, where are you going? I'm like, you guys can't hang. I'm going back to the park. And part of it was that Melanie and her family wanted to see this. We talked about it a little bit on our planning episode, this Tapestry of Happiness, just a projection show on It's a Small World building. Yep. That was at like 10. So I was like, I'm going to come back and hang out with them. Park closes at midnight.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see that with them. If they hang out later, great. If not, I'm just going to go around. So I come back in, and this is July 5th. Okay. Yep. So they were doing special July 4th fireworks.
Right.
So as I'm coming in, the fireworks are happening. And they're playing, 3 cheers for the red, white, and blue, and, Yankee Doodle Dandy, whatever. These 1,000 fireworks are going off. So that was cool. But I'm heading back over to It's a Small World to get to the show in time. But I'm stopping to take some pictures, videos of the fireworks and take in that show a little bit. So that was really cool. They did a great job with that. That was a lot of fun. But I run back, and I do meet up with them. We watch the Tapestry of Happiness. It was a cute show. It was a few minutes long, but it was actually really, really fun to see that. So I'm glad I kind of came back and did that. But then they were done after that. That was their stopping point. So they went back to their hotel, which was great. And so now I'm on my own, and I got an hour and a half or so in the parks. So I'm like, all right, I'm in demon mode. What do I do? So I decide, Fran and Sabine, from the last time, they don't like Smuggler's Run.
Yep.
So I actually wasn't sure if they were going to want to do it at any point. So I'm like, let me go hit Smuggler's Run. So I'm going back. And again, this is like, if you look at a map, any listeners out there, pull out a map. It's a Small World is not that close on the map to Smuggler's Run. It's kind of across the park.
Yeah.
It's a 5-minute walk for me.
Right.
I mean, and I'm hustling, but it's like, this park is so compact.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing more than a 10-minute walk.
Yep.
I mean, the walk from Remy's to Figment is longer than any walk you'll do within a Disneyland park.
Yeah.
That aspect of it was such a game changer. It was awesome.
Yep.
So I'm heading over to Smuggler's Run. I'm going through Fantasyland. I stop and see that Snow White's Enchanted Wish has no line. So as a 37-year-old giant man, I hit that by myself. Just one.
Naturally.
So, I think I got grumpy. all the dwarves' names are on the little car, so I think I got grumpy. Maybe Doc, who knows? But I went through that. Actually, that was one of my favorites of those little Fantasyland rides. It was actually very well done. So I enjoyed that. But then I keep on trucking to Smuggler's Run. Hadn't used the lightning lane for it, but it was a 5-minute wait. So I'm like, I'll just go in the regular line. I don't know what possessed me to do that. I'm standing there, and I don't know whether it was down or something, but I'm just standing there in the standby line. And I've probably been there in like 10 minutes. There's tons of people in front of me still. Like, why didn't I use the lightning lane? I am a Disney demon. I'm like, I'm just going to get out of line, get the lightning lane for it, and just get in the lightning lane. And that's what I did. I went all the way back out the queue, got the lightning lane, went on the ride. I was on the ride in about 2 seconds. So
amazing.
I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. So again, I'm a single rider, and behind me were 5, I would say, young ladies of about 20. They were all friends, maybe 17. I don't know. It's hard to, I can't tell anymore how old people are. Yeah. They could have been 12. Who knows? But, they were all together, and the guy was like, "Perfect, that's 6." Like, here we go. So we all made friends. You know, I don't think they had ever done it, or like one of them had done it. They're like, "Oh, what's your name?" Like, "I'm Steve. Like, you know, I'll be an engineer if you want. I don't care. You know, whatever." And they're like, "Oh no, like we don't want the pressure. Like, what's the hardest one?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, the hardest one's pilot. I mean, I can handle it. But if you guys don't feel like, you know, you can," like, "Oh, you be a pilot. You definitely be a pilot." Like, all right, if I have to.
I'll take one for the team, guys.
Exactly. What a sacrifice. I've never been a pilot. This is my first time. So I got to be the left-right pilot on Smuggler's Run. And it's the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah.
I mean, being a pilot, that you have to be a pilot on that ride. Have you been a pilot?
Yeah. Okay. I've done it. Yeah. Okay. Did you get to do the hyperspace?
Yes.
Hyperspace trigger? Yeah, that one's
I
fun.
absolutely did. And in fact, the other pilot had to as well, but didn't understand what was happening. So I was like, "Do you mind if I just like do your controls too?" She's like, "Oh, go for it." So I reached over and did it. I was locked in.
Gotta get to hyperspace. Exactly. You just if you miss that, we're in trouble.
She let one of them go, and I was like, "Oh, here we go. Like, what are we doing here?" So like, I'm watching both, but I'm locked in. I did a great job as a left-right pilot. So, and we got through the mission. We did great. I do think the Mandalorian and Grogu is a lot better than Hondo telling you what to do.
Yeah,
I do. I enjoyed that. I think it just made it work. I didn't love the Hondo thing. I think it's a little, I don't know. I just didn't love the Hondo aspect of it. I think as a pre-show and everything, it's fine.
Yeah.
Having the Mandalorian and everything makes the ride a lot better.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed being a pilot with my little group there. And they often did whatever. So that was fun. I thought I was going into Oga's. I've never been into Oga's.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I should have. That's my one regret. I didn't end up getting into Oga's, but I walked around Galaxy's Edge for a little bit. And then, and earlier in the day, one of our rides, we had gotten an experience credit. And so I was like, like I should probably use it on Haunted Mansion because I don't know if I'm going to be getting on that, and it does have a lightning lane, so I can do that. I was like, it's like 11:30. I'm like, you know what? I just want to do what I want to do. I like Haunted Mansion. Yeah, shout out to. But I was like, I'm going to go on Indiana Jones. I went right there. It was close to where I exited. Went on Indiana Jones again, had a ball. And then not only did I have an experience credit, but Sabine and Fran also had experience credits that they had not used. Again, there were no lines this day.
Right.
So it was like, and they were done. So I'm like, I wonder if I use. So I walked over to Space Mountain. Again, the other side of the park. It took me 3 minutes to get there, whatever it was.
No distance.
Crazy. I mean, and so it was like, I'll just go to Space Mountain. I used probably Fran's or whatever. Got right on. Got on Space Mountain. Came out. Used to be and did it again. So I did Space Mountain twice with the experience credits. And by then it was just about midnight. So like, let me head back. So walked back to the hotel and got 30,079 steps that day. So
wow.
That was day one.
Amazing.
What do you think?
You nailed it. And you like the best luck ever.
I know.
To be on a day that's like no lines. That's incredible.
It was truly unbelievable that it was like all day. You could have gotten on Mickey Minnie's at a 5-minute wait all day. And that's a popular one at Disneyland. That gets to be a 50 minute wait, right? It was.
Right, we gotta look up 2030 World Cup reservations. Can we get that far ahead, Steve? Okay.
I'll make it happen. I'll make it just for this.
You got the travel agent portal. Let's go. Like we can get 4 years ahead, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I got all kinds of stuff up my sleeve. Yeah. No. Yeah. No, that's the key to Disneyland. Go during the World Cup, man. Wow. I'm telling you. I think especially it was a Mexico game. I think there's a lot of Mexico fans in that area. Yep. And so and England's a popular team too. You know, it's the World Cup. It was the knockout round, whatever. So I don't know. It was. I would never have expected it. I mean, if you had told me before, like, oh, it's going to be the England-Mexico game, I'd be like, okay. Yeah. It's not going to make it. Yeah. I'm sure it made no difference at Disney World because it's a vacation destination. Right. It's not barely any, but as a percentage, locals are not making a dent in the crowds there. Yep. It's all people from Massachusetts and whatever. So they're going when they're going. So I don't know. That was very eye-opening to me that happened. So that was day one. I'm ready out of breath.
Day one, and that was a whirlwind of a day one, Steve.
It was. Let me tell you something. Every day's gonna be a whirlwind. So, are you good to do day two?
I'm good. Yeah, let's. Okay. I mean, I'm looking at dates I'm available to fly to California, but I'm ready.
All right. Well. All right, so I'm going to jump into day two. I'll first say after every park day, we had at least one rest day on this trip. We were out there for 9 days, and we only had 4 park days. So the next day we hit the water park at Courtyard and the pool and everything. Just had a chill day. Got breakfast at Mimi's Cafe right there, which was good. It was right by the hotel. We did go to downtown Disney. Had dinner with George and Melanie and family at Centricos in downtown Disney. Yeah. And that was a ton of fun. We went to the Wonderful World of Sweets. They were giving out, Adam, our former guest, will appreciate this. Shout out to Adam. Sorry about England. You know, it's coming home next time. But they
2030, Adam.
2030.
Steve and I will be at Disneyland.
That's right.
You can book your trip.
That's right. America. Adam was happy that day because England ended up winning. But football's coming home. 3 lines on the shirt next time. So, all right. I brought him up because at the Wonderful World of Sweets, which is the big sweet shop in downtown Disney, they were giving out samples of the Werther's popcorn. Ooh. So I got a nice big sample of Werther's popcorn. It was great. It was great. Awesome. I forget what I didn't end up eating that. Got some cookie or something. Clearly it was very memorable, but whatever it was, I remember it was pretty good. And then I also checked out the Grand Californian.
Yeah.
So Grand Californian's right there. You can just walk right in from downtown Disney. And so I just went in and walked around a little bit. It was really nice. Yeah. It's like, have you been in there?
I haven't, no.
Yeah.
But I've seen pictures. It looks great. It looks cool.
It's Wilderness Lodge vibes.
Yeah.
In terms of the design and everything. But there's the Grand Floridian, there's a piano player, and it had that level of refinement. But it didn't feel stuffy like the Grand Floridian. I'd say at the Grand Floridian in a heartbeat, but it's not the one I'd choose the first, is because it has a little bit of stuffiness to it. I thought the Grand Californian vibe was awesome, and it's right at downtown Disney, and as we'll see on the DCA day, it's there's a dedicated entrance to California Adventure.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's right there. You walk by it and you can see the hotel. It's basically in California Adventure. Yep. So that's a great option. I mean, it's the most expensive of the 3 on property, but it's great. So I'm glad I got to see that. So we're into day 2 here. Disney California Adventure, DCA.
Yes.
So we're staying off property. Yep. The hotel's a 10-minute walk away, but it's still off property. The bubble is not there, as you know, Mike.
Right.
And I only mentioned this because it was just kind of funny to me. Whatever. There was a guy outside telling everyone that they were that God was, looking down on them and that they had to turn their lives around. He had a big microphone and a lot of signs. And I don't want to offend anybody who's listening to this, but I was walking just with Franny, and this was the day Sabine just wanted to chill a little bit in the morning, so she met up with us probably 30 minutes after. But I was like, oh, look, Fran, a crazy guy. Just to put it in context for her, like, there's nothing to worry about, whatever. And so she's like, oh, okay. But it's like, can you imagine walking into Epcot? And you know what I mean? Oh, man. It's just different. And that kind of stuff bothers me 0%. I don't care. It's not. I'm not saying this was terrible. It's just so different. I mean, that just made it clear. So anyway, So again, it's just me and Fran here on this day in the morning. We hit Toy Story Midway Mania first.
Yeah.
And we didn't quite rope drop. We were almost rope drop, but there was no line at that point. By the time we got off the ride, there was a 40-minute wait. So we did get there right in time. So that ride is kind of in the back of the park. We figured if we start in the back, we'll be able to get a few things done before the crowds reach. Classic, strategy for any amusement park you go to.
Right.
So we did that. So we're in Pixar Pier. And I think you mentioned, Mike, like maybe last time you went to Disneyland, it wasn't yet rethemed to Pixar. Is that right?
Yeah, I forget what. Yeah, I think it wasn't yet, but I forget what. I can't remember what it was. We didn't spend a lot of time at DCA, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I loved Pixar Pier. My take on it is, it's what Dinoland USA was trying to be.
Yeah.
So they had these little rides like. Jesse's Critter Carousel, little carousel. Yep. There's the Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind where you go up, and it's just a ride where you sit in a little thing, you go up and you spin around. Not too dissimilar from a Dumbo, though a little different.
Right. Yeah.
The Jumpin' Jellyfish where you get kind of put up and down, and there was Goofy's Sky School, which is not like the Barnstormer. It's more similar to what I talked about on our Gone But Not Forgotten, the Primeval Whirl.
Yeah.
A little bit more similar, not exactly the same at all, but a little bit more similar to that kind of roller coaster.
Okay.
So like carnival rides, basically.
Right.
And the Ferris wheel, which we'll get to. But it was like that Inside Out ride, such a simple ride, but it was so funny. They have the characters talking during it, and it's just so well themed, and it was so much. We ended up getting on it like a few minutes after. We went right back to it. We just really enjoyed it. So I think Dinoland was going for that carnival, like roadside attraction thing.
Right.
And I love Dinoland. This is better executed than Dinoland for sure. There was more of those kind of rides, and just the theming was even better. So I loved that. So I mentioned all those rides. We did all those rides that I mentioned. The Silly Symphony Swings, which is another one, was closed, so we didn't do that. We did, and there's another one called the Golden Zephyr that we did. That's again a Dumbo kind of ride. But we met Frozone, so he was walking around over there from The Incredibles. That was cool. And then it was time for the Incredicoaster. Did you go on this?
No.
It was probably called something else. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been on the Incredicoaster. No. Man. Yeah.
I'm going to do my top 10 rides at some point in the 15 hours later when we're done with this weekend. Yeah. But this was, I loved Incredicoaster. Oh my God. That's awesome. You do the loop and everything, but it's so long. I bet you that it's at least twice as long as Rock and Roller Coaster. Yeah. It was awesome. Great theming. So it was down. We actually wanted to do that first, but it was down. And so we didn't. And then we just kind of, I saw them, as you talked about with Tron one time, where if you see the empty ones go through, then you know it's coming back. So we saw a couple empty ones. So I was like, let's just hang out. And a little line had formed, and we got in it. We probably waited 10 minutes. It came right back up. We waited 10 minutes and got on without a lightning lane that time. So that was great. Sabine wasn't ready. So she had joined us by this time. She wasn't ready to go upside down yet. So she did the Pixar Pal Around, the Ferris wheel. And she did the swinging by herself.
Did she do one of the swinging ones?
She did. Wow. And so we come off Incredicoaster, the ride she's afraid of. She comes off Pixar Pal Around swinging cars, which we're afraid of. And she's like, guys, you got to do the swinging. It's not so bad. You got to do it. Fran is like out. She doesn't want to do it. But Sabine's like, trust me. It's not so bad. So we went on it.
Oh.
You never did it, right? We talked about this already. You never did it.
I haven't done it. No.
I will say, I side with Sabine. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Fran was scared out of her mind.
Oh, no.
She was okay. It's not like she wasn't upset or anything, but it was too much. She didn't really enjoy it. Yeah. I actually did, though. I thought it was cool. I don't know. It wasn't as crazy as I thought it was going to be. Right. A little crazy, though. But I like that aspect, actually. I think I would do that. That would get me to go on it again, the swinging part. So we did it. We faced our fears. So we're done in Pixar Pier. We've done every ride at least once.
Yep.
we are heading out. We go up to the Ariel, the Little Mermaid ride. Again, shout out to Adam, the ride he worked on at Disney World. The ride is very much, I think, exactly the same. Yeah. So we enjoyed that. And we went over to San Francisco. Do you know what San Francisco is?
I've seen the pictures. It's from like Big Hero 6, right? Is
Big
that
Hero 6? Yeah. Have you ever seen that movie?
I haven't. No, but I know it. Like it's one of those things like the characters and like, but I haven't actually watched the movie yet.
Yeah, well, I watched it before this trip. Me and Fran watched it just to have context for what this was. It's a good movie. Fran loved it. I liked it. It was a good movie. But Sabine was feeling a little sick to her stomach. I think that's why she was like out. And so they have a sourdough bakery there. San Francisco is known for their sourdough.
Yep.
So we got like a loaf of sourdough, and she's like, I need to put some bread in my stomach just to like soak up whatever like I'm feeling here. So we got like a big loaf of sourdough.
Nice.
And we sat there and tore into that thing, and we ate the whole. It was so good. That's awesome. That was one of the best things we had in the whole trip. Yeah. The Aunt Cass's Bakery sourdough. Nice. We loved it, and then Fran got to meet Baymax.
Yep.
Who is the big, like, bubble guy from Big Hero 6. And Hero, who's the kid. Yep. So that was cool. And so we spent a little time there. We ate the sourdough. I loved over that San Francisco area. It was really cool. There's a lot of, it's kind of like the Harambe Market. There's like a lot of little food stalls in Animal Kingdom. So then we headed over to Avengers Campus. Nice. We're heading up, and we have web slingers and Mission Breakout lightning lanes. We'd gotten those. We'd stacked those for later.
Yep.
Are you an Avenger? We never talk about the Avengers. Are you? I'm not an Avengers person. Are you? Do you care about it?
I do. I like the Avengers. I haven't. I like the Marvel stuff. I haven't been following like lately with the new ones. Like I was huge into it when like Avengers Endgame came out, and then I was like, okay. I saw the Spider-Man movies; those were really good. But I haven't watched all like the newer ones. But I might get back into it because there's some good ones coming out. But I was into the Marvel stuff for a while, so I know all the characters and like I know the story, the plots, and all that stuff. So,
okay, you're way ahead of me then. I don't. I mean, I know the characters and stuff, but sort of. But like, I was like, who's this guy? It was I can't remember who it was, but like I saw Thor walking around. I've never seen these movies. I've seen Spider-Man, old ones. I haven't seen like a Tom Holland one though. So it's been a long time.
The Tom Holland ones are good. They are good. Yeah.
I should watch.
Enjoy them. Yeah. I mean, like it. They're good.
I might get into it now. Avengers Campus was so cool. Yeah. So we walk in and there's like a Wakanda Warriors show happening from Black Panther, and these two women are doing like these Wakanda like fighting moves and dances and stuff. And showing everyone how to do it, and then like they asked for volunteers. So Sabine and Fran went up and did the moves with them, and it was like this streetmosphere thing that was like really well done. It was really a lot of fun. So we watched that, and we go on to Web Slingers for our first lightning lane, and that was a ton of fun. That's you got to shoot it's like Toy Story Mania. You got to shoot the webs, and so I was out of breath at the end. You really gotta move. Literally, I was out of breath. Have you done that one?
No.
Oh, because you didn't do a lot of DCA.
Yeah, no. But I don't think a lot of the Avengers Campus stuff was there when I went. Like they had Mission Breakout, but I don't remember a lot of the stuff. Like I think a lot of it's newer.
Yeah, it's Web Slingers was awesome. It was so much fun. And then we did Mission Breakout. Oh my god. Yeah. Again. So like a top so much. And again, I've never seen Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. I mean, I should. I don't know. I don't have a context for it. You don't need it. It's just like Cosmic Rewind. You don't need the context. Yeah, I know. You get it from, and the story makes so much sense at Mission Breakout. Like the story is so good. Yeah. Of what you're doing there, the ride, and it's so much fun. I loved it. I loved Mission Breakout so much. Yeah. So that was a huge highlight for us. We went over to Pim's Test Kitchen for lunch. Mm-hmm. That's where they have like giant pretzels and giant chicken and small like giant candy bar, and they like make this food different sizes. So we got a lot of food there that was all really good. That candy bar that they give you, oh my god, we got that. Has like brownie and peanut butter and chocolate and everything. That was one of the best things I had. The candy bar.
For some Avengers context here, for some Marvel context.
Oh yes, please.
The Pym particles are what Ant-Man uses to get small and large, right? So Ant-Man has like these Pym particles that are quantum. Yeah, I don't even know, but they make him shrink down to the size of an ant, and he can also get really big. So like the Pym particles are used for changing sizes, so that makes sense why they did that.
There we go.
There you go.
I didn't know what Pym was. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I figured it must be something like that. That's cool. Yeah. We loved it, and then we're sitting there and like we see Thor and Black Panther and Spider-Man walk by, and it was, in terms of that atmosphere of it, Avengers Campus really was a standout in terms of the land. For a land that the theming of which I do not care about, it doesn't speak to me at all. I loved it. It was one of the best themed lands, I thought. So I just was really impressed by Avengers Campus. So great. So we head up to, you knew this was coming, Mike, Turtle Talk with Crush.
Yes. I love it.
So it was up to Hollywood Land, this area, one of the original areas, and we Turtle Talk with Crush. Incredible. Fran loved it. I mean, she wanted to do it again. She wanted to say, it's like, we can't do this again. It was fun, though. I like Turtle Talk. It's a fun show, whatever. So then we hit Mike and Sully to the rescue. So this is a dark ride themed on Monsters, Inc. Takes you through the story of Monsters, Inc. This ride is slated to be gone next year. It was actually supposed to already be gone because they're building the Avatar stuff in Disneyland in California Adventure, and so this was going to be this is going to go away. So I went through it. It was a great little ride. Again, it's a dark ride, very well done, on the order of like a Winnie the Pooh kind of ride. So we enjoyed that, and glad we got to do it before it goes away next year. So then we hit PhilharMagic, same as the Magic Kingdom one in terms of the show itself, and so we enjoyed that. And then we had our Lightning Lane single pass, which, as you know, get me through the line. Yeah. So I don't mind getting the single pass for Radiator Springs Racers.
Nice.
This is the ride with the same vehicle and everything as Test Track.
Yep.
And it's themed in Cars Land. So we walk into Radiator Springs, Cars Land. Again, I was blown away by the theming of Cars Land. And everyone talks about it. I've seen the videos. I've seen the pictures. It lived up to the expectations. I like Cars. It's not my favorite. You know, it's great. I have nothing against it. Just it's not my favorite thing. Whatever.
Yeah.
I loved Radiator Springs, the land. Oh my God, it was so much fun. And we go over to Radiator Springs Racers. Oh my God, what a ride! That ride is so much fun, and like it's the same ride vehicle as Test Track.
Yep.
The part where you go fast on Test Track, on this one you're actually racing another car.
Yeah.
Like the car next to you.
That's so cool.
Oh my God. Have you did that one?
No.
Okay.
I didn't do this, but I watched the like there's like a ride video on Disney Plus.
Oh.
And I watched this one cuz I wanted to do it, and it's cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. That ride is so much fun. If you're a Cars fan, I'm sure like it's probably like Rise to the Resistance level for you. Like you're just going through everything. It's so much fun. So I loved that one. And they have, when we got off that, they have this little cozy cone area where there's all the little stands where you can get drinks and snacks and stuff. And we just got like a little lemonade over there and chilled for probably half an hour just in the shade, hanging out. And I have to say, the weather was fantastic the whole time there. It did get to like the mid 80s, but very low humidity. And a little hot in the sun, but getting in the shade, it was very comfortable. Compared to Disney World in the summer, I mean, as we already talked about, like no comparison. The weather was so nice. So, but we just took that moment to just chill, because our next Lightning Lane, and where we were heading after that, was Soarin' Across America, which we were so excited to do. That's up towards the front of the park, and we see our buddy Patrick Warburton, doing the intro. Now, should I spoil anything about the intro? Has people watched it? It's not a huge spoiler. Maybe I'll just save it. Yeah. It's nothing crazy. It was great. The little intro was great, and we did Soarin' Across America. I won't spoil anything. People are going to see it now. I'm sure it'll be out for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I enjoyed it. I think Soarin' across what is it? Soarin' Around the World. I think Soarin' Around the World is better, frankly. Not like a ton better. Like I think Soarin' Across America was fantastic and definitely worth seeing. We had a ton. We loved it. I love Soarin'. I mean, no matter what, it's going to be fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, so Soarin' Across America, I'm really glad we did that and we saw it, and it wasn't the last time we did it. Then we did another one that has a comparison to a Disney World ride. We did Grizzly River Run, and that is akin to, it's the same ride vehicle, same idea as Kali River Rapids.
Right.
Which is a ride that I have said is one of my least favorite rides at Disney World. I don't really ride it too much. I've gotten soaked every time. I don't think it's really worth it. Grizzly River Run was awesome. It blows Kali River Rapids out of the water. It's so much longer, I think. I'd have to look it up to see if that's actually true, but it feels so much longer. There's actually a really big drop, like bigger than the Kali one, I think.
Oh, wow.
We ended up doing it a few times, actually, throughout the trip. But this first time, I got like a little wet. I got way more wet on Tiana's. And I think we ended up riding it 3 times, so I'll spoil that a little bit. But I got really wet one time of the 3. Yeah. And this is one where you expect to get wet, you know. Right. So that was it. And the other thing that they have on Grizzly River Run, they have lockers outside of the ride that are free for 2 hours. So you can just stick your stuff. Now, when we first went on, we actually had to wait. All the lockers were full, but we waited a few minutes. Someone came out, and we stuck our stuff in a locker, and it's free for 2 hours. I mean, that was so nice. We need that on some rides. That is really nice. So we really like Grizzly River Run, and so that and Soarin' and what I'm about to talk about are part of this land called Grizzly Peak. Mm-hmm. Again, a home run of a themed land. So much shade. You really feel like you're in like almost like a national park. You're like it's cooler there. It is so nice. If you said like plot me down in one land and you can't do any rides, but just you're hanging out there, I'm picking that one. Oh, Grizzly wow. Peak. It was so nice there. I felt so good being there. And we did this Redwood Creek Challenge Trail.
Oh yeah.
We talked about that a little bit. Now, it is essentially a play area. I mean, I would compare it to, I guess I compare it to the Boneyard, but it's a little more structured, I would say, than the Boneyard. So there's things like you can do it's all for kids. You can do a little rock climbing challenge where you kind of rock climb across a little stretch. And there is a little line for it. If anyone's in line, you have to wait a second. But you can do that. You can do a little zip line thing. There's things to climb. And then there's like little things to learn. There's lookout points. There's little facts and little huts and everything. We went in there and the guy outside gave us a little map, and we were, gave us stickers, and we were looking for different things along the trail. We were in there for over an hour. Like when we came out, he was like, "You guys were still in there?" We were like, "Yeah, we just loved it." Fran I think the rock climbing thing was her favorite thing of the whole trip. I don't know why. She just really loved that. She did it like 14 times in a row. She just loved it. So he gave us these like special exclusive like cards, whatever it was. He's like, "You guys are in there for so long. I have these exclusive. We just got these. I'm gonna give these to you." We were like, "Oh man, that's great." So we apparently got these exclusive whatever. He's like, "Collect all 20 something." I'm like, enough's enough. It's collectibles. But we did that. But that's the kind of thing that like we don't really do those things on Disney trips. Right. But it was so good. It was so well done. It was like the Boneyard in that way, where it's just like it's worth it to spend that time. Right. And so it was. We loved it. We were like on our second day, we got to come back and do this.
That's awesome.
I should have said this in the beginning. Melanie and George didn't come to the park this day. Scarlett was a little bit sick, so they ended up going to the park the next day when we weren't going. So we weren't coordinating with them this day. So it was just the 3 of us. So we ended up going back to San Francisco for dinner. Back to Aunt Cass's. There's like 4 or 5 restaurants there, but we ended up going back to the bakery where we got the sourdough to get sandwiches. We love the sandwiches were great. We We loved it. We had a dining reservation with them at Lamplight Lounge with Melanie and George that we just ended up canceling. We thought, oh, maybe we'll just go, but we ended up just doing that. We could tell we had energy this day. So the park closes at 10. We're making it to 10. Like at this point, we can tell like we're in. We're gonna see World of Color. We're gonna do the whole thing.
Yep.
So we're hitting San Francisco for dinner, and then, if you recall, we did not use a lightning lane for Incredicoaster the first time, and Sabine had not been on it. So we got that lightning lane for Incredicoaster, and Sabine gets on. And are there any sweeter sounds in the English language than when the cast member tells you which row to go to, and they say row 1. Row 1. So they say rows 1 and 2. I'm like, Sabine, you want to go front row? She's like, no. I knew that. So Brandon and I get front row. I thought I loved it the first time. It was like a different ride in the front row. Oh my God. Incredible. I can't say enough about it. It's just a roller coaster. I mean, this is what Disney does to you. It's just a roller coaster. It's so well done though. It like keeps giving. It just, you go again and again and you're upside down and oh my God. It was so much fun. So it really was. Then we had there's the Adorable Snowman Dairy Soft Serve is there. The Adorable Snowman is from, I think, Monsters, Inc., isn't it? And it's not Dole Whip, but it's dairy-free soft serve. And it tasted basically like Dole Whip. It was a little different. So we got that for our to have as we waited for World of Color. It was great. Shout out to the lemon dairy-free soft serve. It was amazing. And we got a spot on Pixar Pier to see World of Color, the nighttime show. It was a big, emphasis for me. I really wanted to make sure we saw that. Sabine too. She wanted to see it. I loved it. It was a great show, great music, the water projections. It was awesome. So I'm glad we did that. I'd put it ahead of Luminous for sure. It was great. And then we did Mater's, whatever it's called, Junkyard Jamboree, something like that, which is basically Alien Swirling Saucers, but Mater. That was great. And then we did this ride called Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters. Have you seen this?
I was just going to ask if you braved it, but yeah.
We did. We did. It's like the cars are dancing, and it's like they're playing like Italian opera songs. I was like, I can't explain it. That was one of my favorite rides. It was so funny to me that these cars are all dancing like in unison, and it's like, funicular. It's like, I was just laughing my head off. It was so much fun. So, for those of you keeping track on your DCA scorecards, we have done every ride in DCA. We did every single ride in that park. And I just want to say, we had gotten an experience credit. I think Incredicoaster had been down, and so we got an experience credit that we hadn't used. So we ended up using it on Soarin'. So we did Soarin' again as we were coming out of the park.
Yep.
But we used every lightning lane that it is possible to use in DCA.
That's amazing.
We had used it by the time we did Incredicoaster the last time. That was the last one that we hadn't used. Yep. So I'm just booking ones because I'm like, I can't book anymore. So I'm just booking ones in Disneyland Park to say, like, if this goes down, I'll get an experience credit. So that's why I just started doing that. And none did, but that's what I started. Just like, let's just do that. But I just wanted to note that, the Lightning Lane Legend status, I think, is carrying over coast to coast.
It's worldwide.
It's worldwide. So that was my little brag for that. We did Soarin' as we're coming out of the park. And we're still kind of not ready to go. The park is closed. It's 10 o'clock. And this is the beauty of Disneyland. We're like, you know what? Why don't we just go over and do something over there?
Quick little stroll.
Yeah. Oh, and the other thing was we had another experience credit. This was the deal. We had a second experience credit. Something else had gone down. I'm like, you know what? Let's use it on Star Tours. We go over because we're like, what's like the closest ride in Disneyland Park that we actually want to do? Yeah. Like the park is closed, DCA is closed. Like, let's go do Star Tours. Well, I could get a lightning lane for Star Tours, and like, I'm insane. I'm not going to use an experience credit when I can get a lightning lane. Right. So we just use the lightning lane on Star Tours. Yep. And so I'm like, we still have this experience credit. So we do Star Tours. This time I think we got Yoda as our person who came in, that was fantastic. so at that point, the second Paint the Night parade in Disneyland Park is happening. Sabine really wanted to see it. So she's like, I'm going to stay for Paint the Night. Fran is now dragging at this point where I'm like, you know what? Now we can use the experience credit to do Star Tours again. So, because we can't use another Lightning Lane. So I'm like, Fran, you want to get back in line for Star Tours? She's like, yeah. So we did Star Tours again. So we did Star Tours twice to end the night. And Sabine went and got a spot for Paint the Night. She watched Paint the Night. We actually ended up seeing a lot of it as we were coming out of the park, walking out of the park. Paint the Night was great. It was so much fun. Yeah. It was a great parade. The hype is real for that one. That's really great.
That's a great one to see.
Yeah. It totally is.
And I'm really happy that my love of Star Tours is rubbing off on you guys.
I'm telling you, the fact that it's so close.
I know.
Right? It's like the first ride you can go on, basically. So it's like, let's do Star Tours. And we all loved it. I mean, Star Tours, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's funny because the first time we went on that day, using the Lightning Lane, Fran was like, it was different this time. Yeah. I'm like, it's different every time.
Every time.
She's like, what? She's like, so can we do it again? I was like, yes, we have an experience credit. We can do it. That's how that all kind of works. So
good.
Anyway, so as we're leaving the park, we finally do leave the park. So, probably after 11, we saw a guy on an electric scooter. He kind of cut us off going through the crosswalk, and he was holding 3 giant macaws crossing the street. And again, we see the crazy guy coming in. We see the parrot guy coming out. It's like as soon as you leave those grounds, you're in the city.
You're in the
right?
wild. Yeah,
so,
you're in the wild for sure.
Well, we had a ball with that, and we ended up going back to the hotel, and I had 28,772 steps that day. I just noted that for each day. So, so that was our day 2. So I'll get into my overall takeaways about DCA and everything. I loved DCA. I thought all the lands were a home run, and I think it is the epitome of a one-day park. You can really bang it out and do most everything, especially if you have Lightning Lane Multipass, in one day. Yep. And so I think it is kind of perfect in that way. I kind of think of Hollywood Studios that way too, even though the lines can get long there.
Right.
But it is a perfect one-day park. So that was our day 2. So we're not even halfway through this trip, Mike. So I think maybe we'll pause here. Yeah. This might be part 2. We might already be in part 2. I don't know. But any thoughts so far? We've done now both parks.
I'm just blown away at how much you were able to get. I mean, I knew you would be able to squeeze in a lot because of the distances, and you're, like you said, you get that Disney demon and you're just going, I know what that's like. So it's just blowing my mind, especially with the low crowds, just the luck that you had here for the first couple of days at the parks is incredible. Oh my God. Yeah. Incredible. And the crowds had picked up a little bit on our DCA day. You saw long lines for Radiator Springs Racers and Mission Breakout and stuff, but nothing crazy. I mean, you maybe saw an hour wait here and there, but it wasn't like Hollywood Studios, where Slinky's going to be 80 minutes all day. You know what I mean? So it was different in that. I think it is a little bit lower around this time of year. For some reason, it doesn't seem that way, but the kind of crowd calendars and stuff say that. But the World Cup obviously was a whole other thing. But it's a good time to go because it's so nice out. I mean, it's not that hot. So yeah, the World Cup thing is a game changer because I was seeing Disney World was having low lines and stuff from people on Instagram and influencers and stuff like that, where they're just saying there's nobody around, and it's got to be that, right? It's just drawing so many people, or they're watching the game. They're not thinking about going on a trip to Florida or California or whatever it is.
No, that's
or
it.
They're staying home,
100. And I read something that Disney World is seeing a lot lower. They are seeing lower crowds this summer, and part of the thinking is that international travel is down to Disney World because there's more people are going to travel for the World Cup.
Right. Yep.
So they're not going to Disney World necessarily. I don't know how much that's a factor. But the crowds are definitely lower at both parks this summer for both coasts. But nothing like that day. Oh my God, that day was incredible. So,
and listeners, if you want to get in on that low crowd size, real quick.
Oh my God,
I know my guy Steve at Just That Magic Travel could get you on a quick turnaround here. Cure those Disney blues with a quick trip to either Disneyland or Disney World or any of the other Disney parks, maybe. I don't know.
Oh my God. Disneyland Paris, you want to get over there. It's 1,000 degrees. Doesn't matter.
Tokyo, Shanghai, Hong Kong. Come on. There's so many options.
Let's go. What a plug. See? Yeah, you don't need that paternity leave. You got plugs are coming in.
I still got it.
So yeah, I think we'll leave this episode there. We'll do the second half of our trip.
Wow.
And then we'll get to some of my takeaways and hot takes. But yeah, incredible. As you can tell, we had quite a time.
It's already been a whirlwind, and I'm like, maybe I can squeeze in a couple days in Southern California. I don't know.
As you know, like it's so different being so small.
Yeah.
It's just so different. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And I think there's positives and negatives to that, which I'll get to, but there's a lot of positives to it.
Totally. And you have conditioned your body and your brain for Disney World. It's like you're a marathon runner, and all of a sudden you're signed up for a half marathon and you're just blowing by everybody because you're fully conditioned here and you're only running half. It's a game changer.
That's it. No, can you imagine? It's like, okay, we're at Remy's. What do we want to hit next? You want to hit Mission Space? All right, we'll be there in 20 minutes. It's like I kept thinking about Epcot because I'm like, there's great parts of Epcot. It's wider lanes. It's more spread out. There's more things to do, like whatever. But man, you can't get anywhere in Epcot without it. It's like, so I don't know. Haul. It's a haul. Everything's a haul. So it's just different. It's so different in that way. But we're just getting started here. So we'll pick this up next time.
Awesome. We're so back.
We're so back.